morning, North Shore Knights. It's another great day for all our Knights at North Shore Elementary. I'm Taylor, and this is the Wnse Nightly News. Today is Monday, September 11th, 2023, and it's the 22nd day of school. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may be seated. Today's lunch will be chicken and waffles, pizza crunchers, corn, veggie dippers, PB&J, salad, and you know there will always be milk and juice. The C2C word for September is citizenship. Citizenship is being a law-abiding and involved citizen in service to school, community, and country. One way you can practice the important character trait of citizenship is by following our guidelines for success. Say them with us. K. Keep trying. N. Nurture our environment. I. Inspire cooperation. G. Give your best effort. H. Have respect. T. Take responsibility. And S. Support fellow Knights. Following these guidelines will not only make you a successful North Shore Knight, but a wonderful citizen everywhere you go. Wonder which guideline goes with citizenship? We have Mrs. Balkover here with an announcement. Mrs. Balkover?
Thank you, Taylor. Good morning, everyone, and happy Monday. I have 3 children I'd like to celebrate with Principal's 100th Club. We'd first like to celebrate Nathan Jones from Miss Cochran's class for supporting fellow Knights. It was his first time delivering pack-a-sack, and he did an awesome job. We'd also like to celebrate Trey Lascano from Miss Cochran's class, again supporting fellow Knights, because it was his first time delivering our pack-a-sack. And then we've got a pro with pack-a-sack. Congratulations to Nate Martin, also from Miss Cochran's class, for supporting fellow Knights. He was teaching them how to do it right. Great job, boys and girls. Today, as you came in, I'm sure you noticed lots of children decked out in their very patriotic red, white, and blue like I am today. Well, today is Monday, September 11th, and today we'll be taking time to remember and reflect on the events that occurred on September 11th, 2001, often referred to as 9/11. It's important to understand the significance of this day in our nation's history. On that day, our country faced a tragic and devastating event when terrorists attacked the World Trade Center in New York, the Pentagon in Washington, D.C., and Flight 93 in Pennsylvania. Thousands of innocent lives were lost, and countless others were affected by the aftermath of these activities. As we remember this day, let us also reflect on the values of unity, resilience, and the importance of coming together in times of adversity. We honor the bravery of the first responders who risked their lives to save others, as well as the strength and solidarity shown by the communities across our nation. Let us commit ourselves to promoting peace, understanding, and tolerance in our own lives. And let us remember that even in the face of tragedy, we can find hope and strength when we stand together. I hope you stay with me after the news as I read to you This Very Tree by Shane Rubin. We'll see you soon.
Thank you, Mrs. Balkover. Thank you, Mrs. Balkover. Walking Club is every Friday at 7:45. Come out with your family and get your steps in before school starts. This Thursday is our family barbecue night. Let your parents know. They will need to check the website to let PTA know your family is coming. It's going to be a fun time for all. And finally, remember these 3 things. 1. Wash your hands with soap and water for 20 seconds every chance you get. 2. Use hand sanitizer every time you see some. Get yourself a skirt. And 3. Check your uniform before you get to school. Well, that's all for today. We hope you have a manic Monday. I'm Taylor. Carpe diem, carpe success. Bye!
All right, boys and girls, as promised, I'm going to read aloud to you the book called This Very Tree by Sean Rubin. So, as we come through here, This Very Tree. In New York City, there once stood 2 towers. For a time, they were the tallest buildings in the world, and below the towers was a busy plaza. That's where I was planted. Most people who came to my plaza had a job in the city. I had a job to do too. My leaves gave people shade, my branches gave birds a place to rest, and each year I was one of the first trees to blossom. My flowers let everyone know that spring was coming. Some trees liked a quiet park and forest, but I was a city tree. I liked the sound of the wind rushing between the tall buildings. I liked the smell of the rain on concrete in the summer. I liked being in a plaza watching everyone coming and going. I was in my plaza the day it happened. It was an ordinary morning until it wasn't. I waited there alone. Around me, it was dark and hot and close. Did the sun even exist anymore? It was weeks before they found me. When I came back into the light, I knew that everything had changed. The new noises and smell of the city scared me. They reminded me of what had happened. Some people put me on a truck and drove me to a nursery in a faraway park. I was grateful to be somewhere quiet. I had changed too. All winter, the people at the nursery took care of me. No one knew if my leaves would come back. They did. It was peaceful in the park. I was surrounded by the other trees. Birds still visited me. That first spring, a dove made a nest in my branches. Years passed. I regrew. I wonder if my city was regrowing too. Sometimes when a shadow passed overhead, I thought about what had happened that day. But being surrounded by the other trees made me feel stronger. Some days I even felt strong enough to do my old job again. That's when I knew I was ready. It was time to go home. A machine came to pull me up from the ground. The noise scared me. Leaving scared me even more. We drove downtown through the city. Now I was worried to go back. What if something bad happened again? I already missed the other trees. Then I saw it. One shining spire and many more towers surrounded a new plaza. And in the plaza, they had planted a forest. It was filled with trees. Between the trees, they saved 3 empty spaces. 2 spaces remained where the tower once stood. They would stay empty forever because nothing could fill them. The 3rd space was for me. I wasn't comfortable at first. It had been so long since I'd heard the wind between the buildings or smelled the wet concrete. But I was still surrounded by other trees, and that made me feel stronger. I had a new job now. Anyone who felt a shadow overhead could stand under my leaves and find peace. Anyone who was hurt could see how my branches had healed and find hope. In my plaza filled with so many trees, I am still the first to blossom. And everyone who sees my flowers knows that spring will come. I hope you enjoyed this beautiful book called The Very Tree, about how resilience and being strong together helps us come together and grow and regrow. Today, I hope you take time to remember the lost souls of 9/11, but have an amazing day here at the castle because we love you.